Hey guys, and welcome back to 14s for a Change.
I'm Sammy.
I'm Ava.
I'm Leila.
And I'm Luna.
As you can tell, we have a little new setup.
Yeah.
It's our first time shooting in podcast places, other setup. They have
Lounge
the
area.
Yeah, they still have the one that we normally do our podcasts in, but we felt like changing it up today.
Yes, so we're in this area. It's really nice. I like it. We're all like sitting. It's like
Yeah, we
comfy.
get a couch.
It's just
Yeah.
like also we can like talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now
Rather
we're
than
like
staring
Yeah.
at ourselves on the,
I can like
on the
actually
screen.
like, see
Yeah,
you
because we
guys.
can't even like really see the screen, so I can't even like look at myself now.
Yeah.
So it's like now
Yeah.
we're all like looking at each other. But
Except you do see
To-
the whole fit.
yeah,
Yeah, you
see the
definitely do.
whole
Okay, I
outfit.
did not prepare for the fact that you could see my whole outfit,
Yeah.
He's
And-
wearing his pants inside out.
but they're still cute. Like they match. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah,
There
they're
we go.
cute.
I was just gonna.
I really feel like we should start off real quick by just announcing where we're going to college because we never told them, and we've always talked about the college process and a high school experience. And
Yeah.
a big part of it is going to college, and we already know where we're going, so we should announce it.
Okay, do you want to start? Or-
Yes. So I am going to UC Berkeley.
Yay!
Woo!
Hey! I'm going to UCLA.
Yay!
I'm going to UCLA too.
Yay!
No, we're not dorming together.
Definitely not.
And I'm going to San Diego State.
Yay! So after months and months of so much stress because of where we're going, we finally decided, and we already toured our colleges. We haven't talked to you guys in a while, but we already are completely ready almost. We have our dorm. We have like,
Not me. No, I still
You don't know what
she
you're
doesn't,
doing.
but yeah, we are very much prepared to go, and it's all of it. I feel like it's still a little stressful, but I feel like all the hard work finally paid off,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're on to the next
Definitely.
steps in our life.
Like we all know who our roommates are gonna be.
I don't.
like-
so
oh, you don't?
Let's speak for ourselves. No, I do not.
You don't? I thought you.
Speak
Oh,
for
you
ourselves.
don't.
No, I thought I did, but
Okay.
then Berkeley, like something happened, so I don't have a roommate anymore.
It's so crazy how we were here in like
Mhm.
November talking about this, like all of us so stressed
I
out.
know.
Makes me
Mhm.
And
sad.
time flew by so,
So
incredibly fast.
It is crazy.
I still remember like the time period from when I submitted my applications to when they finally like released them. Like that was the longest time period of my life. Like
Oh,
I
wow.
felt like it was,
was,
like
like,
a
was
year.
so nervous.
excruciating.
Or
Yeah.
even like just like getting like hearing back from schools, like that was like already like what, 3 months ago?
Mhm, When
Mhm.
we first all heard about San Diego State,
Yeah.
when we all got
That
in.
was in
That
like
was in December.
December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they
School was
left them early. The earliest one I
Mhm.
got, I think, was January, because I did early admissions for some.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, definitely do early admissions if you're applying
Yeah.
for colleges, because knowing you get into a school like that early makes you feel better because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm going somewhere.
It gives you hope for sure.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's
Yeah.
helpful.
I didn't apply to a single early admission.
You didn't?
No.
Well, California schools don't.
Yeah.
They don't
Like,
have,
I
they
applied
like-
to a lot out of state though. But
Oh,
still didn't.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
It's
I
super
think
helpful.
I think you should like apply to as many schools as you like can and you can afford. Just to like keep your options open because you never
Mhm.
know what's gonna happen. If
Mhm.
I could like go back to myself making the podcast in November, stressed out about like thinking I was gonna go to like any school but UCLA, like I would be so surprised sitting here like knowing I'm going to UCLA.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Me too.
Also,
oh, you can go.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
really like you said, like the whole like affording thing, like really research into that because I feel like that was probably one of my biggest mistakes is applying to so many schools out of state and like I've always wanted to go like out of state and then like realizing that like everything in total like tuition, room and board would be like $70K a year. Like I'm not gonna spend that much money. So like definitely like put a lot of like research into like WUI schools. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, it's
WUI. Yeah. Because like if you want to go out of state, that's like in-state tuition and it's
Yeah.
definitely very beneficial.
Also
Yeah.
apply for like scholarships and stuff like that because any money you can get is money that goes into your
Yeah.
college and it's
Mhm.
super helpful because I didn't get any money for UCLA, which is fine because I also forgot to do my FAFSA, which is like a mood. But like don't do that.
You still can do it 3 more times. Like you do it every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do it next year.
Every
I
year.
But
didn't
I
know that.
forgot to do mine. So don't do
Did
that.
you do your FAFSA?
No.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely. What was I saying? Oh yeah, definitely apply to like any scholarships you can because any money, especially out of state schools are so expensive. But honestly, a good amount gives you like money. Like for Michigan State, Luna and I both got like a lot of money to go there. So
Mhm.
like if you're applying for schools like and you want to like be in their honors program and stuff, like a lot of times like state schools like that are out of state, they will like pay for you to like go there.
Yeah.
And it's just super helpful. And honestly, what Layla said earlier, I agree. Like I never thought I would end up going to UCLA. I honestly thought I was gonna get into University of Michigan and then end up going there and like not even getting to UCLA. But I think everything worked out and I think
everything
we're all
happens
excited.
for a
Yeah,
reason.
everything happens for a reason and just don't overstress yourself out because looking back, I feel like I was like so worked up, but like
Yeah,
it
I
also is super stressful.
I wish I could have given myself a chill pill. I
Yeah.
was like actually going crazy.
Me too.
Seriously.
Yeah,
It
but
is
at the
super.
same time, if you like weren't like that, I don't think you would have like been where you are today.
Like if I wasn't as nervous.
Like if you weren't as nervous and like stressful, like then like you probably wouldn't have like really put as much effort into like PIQs and like all that, and then like you probably would have impacted like where you are today.
You know what we should do? I feel like for people like next year going into colleges, I feel like we should each read one of our best PIQs. Like I don't know why, but I
we
feel like
should
that's helpful.
do that.
Because
Yeah.
like I don't think people are gonna like steal it, but like you know how people on like YouTube
Put it in slow
put it-
motion so they can type it out.
No, because like if we read like I feel like we should each read one of our like ones.
Maybe we should read one today, our podcast PIQ. I feel like that's definitely
gosh, should we
something that
read
we
our
should do later. Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah, we should.
I wrote a podcast PIQ.
Later in this
So did I.
Did we
episode.
all?
Yeah, I think we all did. But we'll do that like later.
It's kind of
But
interesting.
moving forward, we're gonna come back to this whole college talk because we have a lot of questions from the audience. But we definitely wanted to bring light to something that's very important to talk about, especially after the recent like occurrences that's happened. that's been
Overturning
happening,
of Roe v. Wade.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to have a link in the description for places you guys can donate or like protest. I'm going to like have it all outlined so you can look there if you want to do that. But we just want to talk about it's really sad and devastating because honestly, this overturning, I think it's so unsafe and it's unfair and it's just like dehumanizing that women's rights are being taken away from them. And it's honestly, I think, attack on the underclass because they aren't going to be able to afford to go out of state in order to receive the health care that they may need. Women who are pregnant and need an abortion in order for them to live aren't going to be able to get one. And it's just so heartbreaking because it's not going to stop abortions. It's just going to cause unsafe ones.
Yeah.
That is true.
Also, like it also attacks a lot of people of color because you know discrimination is like obviously a thing. So like if like and like any person of color were to get like an abortion like somewhere, then like they can like refuse service to them, like unfortunately for like the color of their skin. So it really just like is an unfortunate situation all around with like no good solution. Like there's no benefit out of that. So
I honestly like after all this like after like the past week of like resonating with everything that's happened and just like seeing people's stories like of what they've been through having to get an abortion, not even because like they didn't feel comfortable having the baby, but literally because the baby died inside of their uterus. And now that's not going to be able to happen. The mothers have to live with this dead clump of cells in their uterus for the whole term of their pregnancy. And then they have to give birth to it and then they have nothing. I think that the lack of education among the men in the Supreme Court who are making these decisions for us is
It's not only the men,
absolutely.
there's also that one woman, but yeah.
Yeah, but she's just freaking backwards.
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
hate her.
She is. Like, don't they like this affects her too?
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just insane to me. And I feel like also this is a complete step in the wrong direction because Roe versus Wade being overturned also can lead to other things being overturned, like same-sex marriage, interracial marriage, like all this stuff like people have been talking about. And it's
Yeah,
honestly
like
just
Clarence
really scary.
Thomas. Like
Mm-hmm.
my other thing is that like this, I feel like this just gives men more of a reason to think that they are superior to women. Like we were, this is like kind of off topic, but we were like on Omegle the other night, like asking people whether or not they agree with like Roe versus Wade being overturned. And like, there will be people saying like, oh yeah, I totally agree with it, but literally know absolutely nothing about it.
Yeah.
So why are you talking?
No, they really were so
They were like, oh,
and
what's
it's
that?
and it's like men too. So why are you speaking?
And it's not
Like-
even like they're taking it seriously. Like when we like were asking those questions, they'd be like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about it though, because you're ugly as hell." And it's just like, okay, like what?
Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Like this
Like,
is like
nothing.
this is like an educational like thing. Like this is
damn.
like real life.
I
So
know.
it's
Yeah.
just like to like make like jokes like that is just like you literally sound so uneducated and like insensitive. Like it hurts.
Well, I guess we shouldn't expect to find the smartest of people on Omegle at 3 in the morning, but
We were bored.
yeah, we were bored, and we needed to talk. We needed to talk about something, so we brought that up. But still,
Yeah.
just like she said, the lack of education is just so like
And empathy.
crazy.
Like, I feel like some of this is just empathy and like basic human rights. Like,
Mhm.
no person should have to go like through that. And honestly, it's sad too because people fail to understand that if a woman did choose to get an abortion just because they couldn't take care of the baby, that's fine too, and it doesn't mean they're going to be okay after. Because a lot of times women like do feel bad, and it does change like how they view things. And it's really sad that that choice is being taken away from someone
Yeah.
who like could potentially really need it. And also, I don't like, if you can't support a child, you shouldn't like be forced to bring them into the world, because that just is going to put, like, if you have to give them up for adoption, it's not like anyone's giving money to these foster
Yeah.
care systems. So how are they going to be able to take care of the baby? And it's just, there's like so much. I could like go on for days, I
Yeah.
feel like, about this.
Also, like the fact that this whole decision is like based off of these people, it's literally like you're mixing church and state, and that will be everyone's response when you ask them, "Why are you pro-life?" Because of my religion. Like it doesn't make sense. Church and state are supposed to be separated. And also, another video that I saw was talking about how the government is supposed to speak for us. We live in a democracy. They're supposed to represent us and like make decisions based off our opinions. They are not thinking for us. This has nothing to do with us. This is completely selfish and religion based.
Yes.
I feel like it also really just like impacts like the freedom of expression and all that too, because like, you know, when you ask like a person like are you pro-life or pro-choice, and they say pro-life, a lot of the time they're like, oh, I'm pro-life because like I'm Christian. Okay, not everyone shares the same religion as you. If you like want to like be pro-life for yourself, that's fine, but don't force your religion on anyone else.
Yeah,
Like,
and I
we
feel
all
like you
have,
should have
like,
your
the
opinions separate from your religion. Like when you tell someone, like, I feel like it sounds more believable that you know what you're talking about if you don't just say, oh, because of my religion. Like, give your reasoning, like give why you actually think so. Don't say your religion. What does that mean? Just because your religion said so?
Yeah.
Like, why do you actually feel that way?
But honestly, like for you, like if a person does not want to get an abortion because of their religion, that is completely fine.
Yeah.
But like what Luna said, you shouldn't be able to force that on other people, because like I know each one of us in this room, if someone was being prosecuted because of their religion, we would advocate for their religious freedom and be able to express that. But the fact that people aren't willing to do the same is just really devastating.
I honestly just don't really have words on it at this point. Like, I don't know.
The thing is, I never thought it would happen either.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my mom and I was like, there's no way. And then I was like, we all were in Arizona, and we woke up in the morning and we were like,
This
damn,
is
like, did you
crazy.
see Roe versus Wade got overturned? We were like, oh my gosh. And it was so embarrassing too, because we were all walking through the airport with these American flag hats that we got for the 4th of July.
So
We're like,
embarrassing, yeah. That was like the worst time we ever could have been
Yeah.
doing that, because it was the same day.
Yeah, like the morning after.
Yeah.
I think that we are very privileged to be living in California, such a blue state where this is not going to change. Gavin Newsom has openly spoken out about this multiple times, where he's going to do everything in his power to like help other states see differently and get out of like how they are now. But if you are living in California right now and you think this is just as preposterous as we do, there are things you can do. You can go to protests. You can fight for these other states who don't have as big of a voice, and these women who are not like, who are struggling so much. So just know, like, your options aren't closed.
Yeah.
There's stuff you can always do.
I agree.
I agree. And I feel like that's all I have to talk about, just because I feel like there's nothing. I feel like in a situation like this, like what you said, there are things you can do, but also it's just so scary because like it kind of also feels like there isn't anything you can do, because like the government is just making these decisions and it doesn't sound like they're listening to like what we actually want. But that's all I have to say on this topic, and I'm glad that we talked about it because it's definitely something that we need to keep communicating about and keep talking to people, spreading awareness about it, because it's just something like really important. It's crazy how it's going to affect so many women in America.
Go out and vote if you can.
Oh, yeah.
If you're 18,
I need to
whenever
vote.
the next elections are, vote.
Yeah.
Because, I voted for the first time. It was fun. I was like, hey, I'm going to check my boxes. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like...
I think just, like, keep talking about it and, like, keep getting the word out. I just, like... I don't know. I feel like I haven't had this conversation openly with like a huge or like a bigger group of people. And it's like so emotional. Like I feel so emotional right now because this is just like ridiculous to me. I can't wrap my head around it whatsoever.
I agree.
Well, on to a brighter topic.
Yeah.
We were just in Arizona. We went on our first airplane trip together, and it was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
The airplane ride there. We obviously got in a little argument on the way there.
Of course.
As per usual. But the airport ride back was like fine. And the whole entire time.
Luna was like dying.
I
on
was
the
like
airplane.
having a
And
panic
there was
attack. I
so
was
much
not
turbulence.
fine.
Oh my God. I thought
Really?
it was so
It
scary.
was like the
It was
worst
just
flight
like
of
hot.
my
It
freaking
was
Yeah.
so hot. And for a second there, we went thrifting in Arizona, so all of our suitcases like were like filled
Packed
to the
the
brim.
brim. Like when we were holding up the line, like not the line, like when we were going to get our seats, we could not fit any of our
Yeah.
carry-ons.
I had
up
to
in the-
take out like two shoes out, like sets of shoes out of my bag, and I was holding them the whole flight because they wouldn't fit. Like
and I
my
was
carry-on
like
wouldn't
shoving
fit.
them in there.
Yeah.
And people were getting so
Everyone was watching. Someone like literally said something to Luna. What'd she say?
Oh yeah, she was like, "Can you keep walking?" And I was like, "No,
You want to put my
obviously
suitcase
not."
up for me?
Like,
Exactly.
like if I could keep walking, do you think I'd be standing here?
It was
Like,
such like an awkward situation though, because people are like on the plane trying to mind their own business, and Sammy's like literally like punching it into like the
Yeah.
compartment, like
Because y'all wouldn't put it up. Y'all just made
Because
me
I
put
couldn't
up all
carry
the
it. I
suitcases.
put it on
I'm
mine.
not strong.
I put it mine.
I
Huh?
couldn't even
I'm not
lift that up.
strong.
Anyway, but I feel like Arizona has been one of like the funnest parts of summer for me so far, just because I kind of expected like us in Arizona to be all like relaxed and then come back and like party. But it's been like relaxed this whole entire summer. I feel like not much has happened.
I feel like you expected us to
at
party in
all.
Arizona.
I
too.
did expect us
which
to
we
party in
didn't at
Arizona,
all.
but I
I
kinda
packed
realized
an
that-
entire bag, like suitcase, like full of outfits, shorts.
Yeah,
like
me
I
too.
even had a dress in there. I don't wear dresses. I did not wear a single outfit. I wore pajamas and boxers
The
literally
whole
the
time.
entire
Like,
trip.
like
The
the only thing
diaper
we wore was
boxes.
swimsuits and like pajamas.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the whole time.
And we were
went-
like taking that, like the first one, right when we got there, it felt like the longest day because we got a really early flight and then we got to Arizona and it was 10 in the morning and it felt like it was like dinner time. And then we just took a nap for the whole
For
entire
like 4
day.
hours, we woke
Yeah,
up
and
at
then
2 o'clock.
That was such a nice
It
nap.
was
That
a
was
good
a
nap.
good
I was
nap.
really hungry on it.
Yeah,
I was
honestly,
tired,
but like sometimes it's just nice to just like do things that you wouldn't like. Like we're always used to like wanting to go out, go like party, go to
Yeah.
blah blah blah. But like we actually just like watched a movie and
With
just
your grandma.
yeah,
Like,
like
we
that was
spent a week
fun.
with
Like
Sammy's
Played
grandma.
Rummy
and we watched
She's
those
so
movies. I
cute.
was having so much fun, and like when we were just
Yeah.
in the pool doing nothing, like we literally were in the pool like the whole time, and it was just like that's all we did.
Yeah.
But it was like fun.
I enjoyed it. I had fun there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, but there
liked it a
was,
lot.
was a windstorm that broke
Oh
one
my
of the
God.
umbrellas.
Yeah, the umbrellas and everything started blowing away.
Oh my
It
god.
was so bad, and I was like chasing after it.
The weather there was definitely a little bit interesting when we were there. It would be like really hot, and then randomly it would start thundering and raining, and then it would just go back
Yeah.
to sunny.
But it was nice. The only thing is, I honestly don't think I could ever live there. I can't
Me
do heat
neither.
like that.
Oh,
Like I think every
definitely
single
not.
day I thought I was gonna like
Mm.
go to bed. Like I thought I was gonna pass
Yeah.
out at one point. Like I
right
was
when
like
you
dying.
walk outside, you want to go to sleep.
I
Yeah.
honestly like I've maybe because I'm used to it because I'm there all the time, but I really don't think it was that bad. Also, we were in a small stuffy room, just us four, like with
No,
the
but-
doors closed. That's why it
It
was
was
like
fine.
yeah.
We watched good movies though.
I think
Yeah.
being in Arizona like really made me appreciate my time like being chill with you guys. Like
Yeah.
not having like to like
set
go out and
plan,
try to like
yeah.
find a party
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, and
like,
not having anything to do. Like
Yeah.
we literally had nothing.
We played
to
Rummy
do,
Cube.
Exactly.
play Run
like
Like
it was
You.
so chill. It was really relaxing.
Mhm.
Literally
Yeah.
be down to do that like any day. Like just
Mhm.
like stay at home and watch
Me
a
too.
movie.
No, yeah, I
Like
feel
the
like
other night
after
at my house, I had fun doing that too.
Yeah,
yeah, I feel like we've been like kind of like
We've been
appreciating
so chill, yeah.
because it's gonna be sad when we leave and we're gonna like look back and remember those times more
Yeah.
than when we were at a party and like we're not
Couldn't
really with
even
each
talk-
other the
yeah.
whole time. Yeah, because I don't really like talk to you guys. I feel like I'm always off doing my own thing.
I feel like we just go around to like different like people, like to
Yeah.
the point like
I think it's so crazy. We haven't all had like a talk about college where we've like cried.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Like that's
So
so
Actually, I
crazy to
cried
me.
in
yeah, and I was
Temecula.
like, Luna, stop crying. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But, like,
oh my
I'm
god,
gonna-
we went to Temecula.
Oh,
We didn't even
what?
say that.
They didn't know that.
No.
I didn't go to Temecula.
Oh, so yeah.
I
Okay,
was
wait.
in Mexico though, so
Let's talk about speaking of parties. Guess what's tomorrow? 4th of July.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Tomorrow's the
I was like,
4th of
what?
July.
the 4th of July for I feel like for teenagers is like the function of the century.
Yeah.
It
literally.
really
Because
is, and New
everyone
Year's.
goes to the bay and the beach and everyone's there and
like
it's
that
like
and Halloween, I feel like.
it's just fun because
Yeah, it's so
everyone's
fun.
there. Like everyone's
Yeah.
there in one place. Like you know what you're doing on the 4th. Like you're
Yeah.
going to the bay.
You're also gonna find a plan after no matter what.
And
Yeah.
I'm
There's
glad that
always
like
something
the
to do.
4th is that one holiday that we will remain like going together even in
Do you think
college.
we're gonna be like super, super, super seniors and
no,
going
like
to the bay?
all-
No, but
all-
everyone still goes to the
bay.
There's a lot of college people who go.
No, it's just really fun. So we're excited for that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I will upload this soon. So
Thank you. Thank you
I'll
for
upload it
letting
on the
us-
4th.
Yeah.
Woo!
No, you won't. You're gonna be like
I'll
out and
upload it in
about.
the morning.
Oh. But yeah, tomorrow is the 4th. I feel like I'm just like saying a bunch of updates, but me and Ava got tattoos.
Yeah, we did get tattoos.
Mine is right here.
I
Oh,
don't even think can you see it?
I don't
You-
know.
you like
but
him
yeah,
at
I got a
all?
tattoo right here. Go look at my Instagram. You might see it somewhere.
Yeah, I got
It's
one
on
on
your
my
Instagram?
back. I don't know if I can like. Is this gonna work?
It's
No, like,
fine.
try to
Just
turn
look
it,
at her
try to-
Instagram.
Just look at my Instagram. I posted it.
Solomon said, "No, it's not gonna work."
yeah, he's shaking
I
his
can
head.
do it.
Oh, his-
No, it's like no, you can't see it. It's on my spine. Everyone, this was like an experience. Everyone was like telling me mine was gonna be like, the worst pain ever because it was
I
on my
thought it would
spine.
too.
Yeah, that's what everyone was telling me. I did not feel it. It was probably a 2 out of 10 pain. Like getting a shot freaks me out more. I would usually cry when I get shots, and like I was perfectly fine. Sammy, on the other hand,
I was definitely not vibing with it, and I definitely almost passed out.
I
Yeah.
have a picture of him just laying on the couch in the shot.
And
like,
I was-
bizarre.
And I was like that for the next 2 days. Like I was like super like
Bedridden.
lightheaded. I covered my whole tattoo with a paper towel for like 2 whole days because I couldn't.
I
look at it.
literally FaceTimed Sammy the day he got it, and I was like, "Can you show me your tattoo?" And he's like, "Don't even talk about it right now. Like I can't even think about it," because he was like gonna pass
I
out.
was like
It was so funny.
yeah.
Sam was like, I really wish you could drive right now. And I
Yeah.
felt so bad because he was like, I thought you.
I literally went outside, like, because Ava was like paying, and I like needed some air, and I really was like not feeling good. And Ava was like, "Take a picture of me getting my tattoo," and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't." And then I go outside, and I literally like I'm standing there, and like everything starts turning white because I'm super lightheaded, and then some lady's yelling like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm fine." And I was just like in my own little world, and I felt like I was on the like. I feel like if I stayed there for another second, I would have been on the floor, and Ava would have walked out to me on the floor like.
After her
What was
tattoo.
funny too is after I asked Sammy to take a picture, he's like, I don't think they allow pictures in here. 'Cause he didn't want
I just got a
to.
huge flashback from you saying that like things were
What?
like going white and like someone was asking you if you were okay.
No, yeah, literally,
remember.
like some random lady was just screaming, and I just
What?
like blew her off. I was like, I'm fine.
That one time we had a bonfire and you were
Oh my god! Once in freshman year, we had like we've done 2 of them. We had like this big bonfire
doing
at the
one
end
this
of the summer, like, and it was like gonna be like the biggest thing in the summer. We were so excited. We had like 100 people coming or more than that, and we were freshmen, so it was kind of crazy that we could put it all together.
It was so
That
fun.
bonfire was
It was
really
actually,
good. The
like,
one we
a
did recently
blast.
wasn't.
extremely fun. Yeah.
It was like a blast. And then Sammy's mom agreed to drive us at 5:30 in the morning so we could go find a bonfire. And then we went to Bolsa Chica originally because that's where like we thought we were gonna go. And Luna and I were carrying so much stuff to go like to go see if any
firewood for like
to go
a mile.
see if any bonfires were open. And I was carrying it and I kid you not, the specks of wood were like getting into my bloodstream, and I was like, I can't like walk anymore.
Not even like what happened. Like Layla was just like, I think I need to take a break, and I was like, no, keep walking. And I was like ahead of her, like I was right here and she was right here, and then I just hear like this entire thing of wood fall on the ground, and Layla's like tripping over, and she's like, I think I just passed out.
While standing up.
Have you
That
guys
was like
ever passed
really
out?
weird.
Yes.
When?
Sometimes when I stand up too fast in the morning or I get up too fast, literally one time I like one time I woke up in the morning and I went to like the bathroom, and then all of a sudden when I came back, my like vision just went black and I got super like sweaty, and like I just passed out, and I was trying to like make it to my bed, but I fell right before my bed and my knees like hit the corner, and I just like face planted into it and like laid on the ground for like 2 minutes because my vision
I
went
feel
out.
like sometimes when I'm like going to the bathroom and I stand up too fast, I'm like, and I almost fall back on the
Yeah, we
toilet.
have to, like, sit down. When I went to Coachella, we haven't even like talked about. I went to Coachella for like a part of spring break, but when I went there at one point too, I literally thought I was gonna like fall over. Like I had to sit on the ground for at one point because I was in this like mosh thing that I didn't even want to be in. I just wanted to be front row for Steve Lacy, and I actually thought I was gonna
Steve
die
Lacy.
at one point. It was like bad.
Oh,
But-
we went to prom. That was really fun.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
Prom
I went
was
to
so
2
fun.
proms.
That was like
Prom was like funny. I went to Luna and I went to two.
Yeah.
I went
but
to one.
my
I went
dress
to
slayed.
Wilson's.
Yeah.
I didn't go to
Yeah.
my own school's prom because it fell on the same day as Wilson's, and I have more friends who go to Wilson. But it was so much fun. The party bus. My
The party bus
outfit
was
was
really
so good. Sorry.
Same.
Your
Oh,
dresses
yeah,
were cute
my
too.
dress was so
POV,
pretty.
you broke up with me last night.
I wish I wore my dress to this episode so everyone could see it. It was
Yeah.
so
We
pretty.
have just all
We
got
should
mine
have
on
just worn our
eBay,
prom
so
dresses with
yeah.
our college merch.
Prom dresses and college. I was gonna ask if we should wear our college merch.
We probably should
I
have.
don't
That's what I
like
said in the
merch.
car. Luna doesn't own like anything except a hat.
Yeah,
That's a cute
Sam
Okay,
bought for
well,
me.
We are at 30 minutes, so I think that we should definitely move on. So
We're leaving. Bye, guys.
Oh, okay. Bye. See you guys. So we have some questions from the audience, but as I'm pulling those up, can everyone pull up their PIQs?
Do you want to actually read one?
Yeah, we're
Let
gonna
me,
read
like,
our.
try and
let's just
find
read our.
this.
I feel like it's helpful though, because I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of time, like when
I
I
would've
was writing
loved
PIQs, I would look at people's like things, being like,
Mhm.
how did they do it, just to get like inspiration. Because seeing how someone did it, I feel like is super.
I don't think I've read anyone's, but I asked a million people to read mine.
The only person I asked to read mine was Sammy, and then he was like, I think you should change this, and
Sammy
this, and
had
then I
so
didn't
much
change it.
criticism.
Yeah, I know.
criticism on mine, and I was like, oh shoot, I thought it was good.
Yeah, and then I didn't change it.
UCLA.
Okay, wait. Do you want me to read the one on the podcast?
Yeah, I feel like we should read the one on the podcast. Sorry, guys, that we're like all on our phones.
No, sorry.
Do you want
I
me to
pulled
read
it up.
mine?
Are you gonna do? Should we end with questions and do PIQs first,
Okay.
or do you want to do questions?
No, yeah, let's start the questions and then we'll finish
Oh.
off the PIQs.
You want to? Why don't we finish off with questions
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then
sure.
do PIQs first?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Or like, do you want me to go 1st or
Mhm.
do you want to go first?
I can go first.
Oh.
Okay, this is for the UC application, and the question is, what have you done to make your school or community a better place? I'm going to read as fast as I can because I'm a really slow reader. 2020 was a uniquely difficult year for high school students as the pandemic confined us to our homes while our society seemed to break apart around us. I racked my brain for a way I could make a meaningful contribution to my community. It seemed improbable then, but a year later, I truly believe I have made a difference. 14s for Change is the weekly podcast I founded with my 3 friends. After our first episode on the effects of beauty standards, I received text, direct messages, and calls from listeners, some of whom I had never met, thanking me for the safe space we had created. As we produced more episodes, our audience expanded. Our 5th episode on coping with depression was a deep conversation filled with honest personal experiences, and it seemed to resonate with listeners. Our podcast now reached beyond our initial audience of friends and family to students, teachers, and people in the community who just want to know someone identifies with them and hears what they are going through. I am proud 14s for Change has touched so many people in my community. On a more personal level, I feel like I've found my voice, developed a new confidence. The feedback I've received from listeners inspires me to do more. I plan to continue podcasting at the University of California I know students often take their mental health problems with them to college, and I want to do whatever I can to help.
Yay!
Sorry, I'm a horrible reader.
That was
Like,
good.
good
I
though.
never
A
even
loud
read that
reader.
one.
That
Really?
one was really
Yeah,
good.
I
I
You
liked
also
heard
it.
didn't say
it.
what prompt you used.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
She
I
read it in
did.
the
Which
beginning,
one?
the community one.
What you've done for your community.
Yeah, I use the same one for 14s for change. Also, I would like to say though, you don't have to like. I feel like a lot of people assume that you have to have something to get into a college and like write a good PIQ, but you really don't. I wrote a whole PIQ on how I make cards, so I just
Yeah.
like to say you can really talk about anything. Do you want me to go next, Luna, or do you want to?
I can go next. I don't care.
I don't care either. Do you wanna
Okay.
go?
My prompt was describe an example of your leadership experience in which you have positively influenced others, helped resolve disputes, or contributed to group efforts over time. Also, I'm not completely sure if this is my final draft or not because I don't remember, if I'm being honest. I just found it in my docs. I'm also a really slow reader. But I said, there are many concerns and challenges facing adolescents today, including mental stress, peer pressure, bullying, and discrimination. In facing these issues, one can feel powerless, insignificant, lacking a voice or the ability to act or defend oneself. Inspired by these struggles, we wanted to create a platform for discussing these issues to make our voices heard and attempt to alter perspectives and perception while also creating supportive resources for teens in need. As a result, my 3 closest friends and I created 14s for Change. 14s for Change is a podcast in which we discuss pertinent ongoing issues amongst our age group within a safe and supportive environment. By bringing attention to various subjects such as bullying, gender, identity, beauty standards, and mental health, we spread awareness so that teenagers recognize that they are not dealing with these issues alone. The podcast serves as a way for listeners to seek solace and comfort in the universality sorry, I literally cannot read, of issues that affect so many young people. It also serves as a way of contemplating different perspectives and points of views. In one of our most highly popular episodes, we discussed mental health, where we provided information about different types of mental illnesses, including eating disorders, depression, anxiety, and obsessive compulsive disorder. Due to the prevalence of mental health issues amongst youth, we were passionate about emphasizing the commonality of mental health struggles and the importance of young people seeking targeted help and support. Providing this information to our listeners has also given me the knowledge I need to feel more comfortable when addressing sensitive contemporary issues. It has boosted my confidence to engage in raw and real conversations about the troubles confronted by teenagers. Sorry. I have come to realize the importance of being an informed leader by voicing my beliefs about what I feel is right and wrong while also respecting other viewpoints even when I may not agree. I genuinely look forward to recording every new episode knowing that I'm setting an example, making a difference, and evolving as an agent of change for young people today.
Woo!
Good.
Nice.
That was
Luna.
amazing. But you do not say amongst, like
Did you guys
amongst.
hear amongst?
Amongst.
I'm never going to stop saying it
Amongst.
that way.
Okay.
Very good.
That was also definitely not my final draft. There was a lot of spelling errors.
Was there?
I couldn't find it.
Okay. I did what have you done to make your school or community a better place? Wait, I just realized mine is kind of like, okay, whatever. Those nameless feelings have always been present. Growing up, I was very observant, studying people and creating situations in my head about what they were thinking and feeling. Sometimes these observations would take a dark turn. I would doubt myself, focus on the negative possible outcomes, paralyzed by stress and potential failure. The pandemic was almost a respite to my stress. I wasn't able to go outside or socialize. In some instances, it felt like a long break, being comforted by my familiar surroundings. I knew this wasn't healthy either, being dependent on my home and terrified of leaving. It was then I realized my own mental health was deteriorating. In order to help myself, I chose to support others. 3 of my closest friends and I began a podcast titled 14s for Change. We brainstormed ideas for the podcast during our junior year, and later that summer, our concept came to fruition. After discovering a studio called Podcast Place, we soon published our introduction episode on Spotify and YouTube. The first podcast in July 2021 generated 500 views, which motivated us to continue production. To date, we have released 15 episodes. We address challenges such as mental health, personal growth, and unrealistic beauty standards in hopes that others feel less alone, isolated, or misunderstood. Our intention is to destigmatize mental health issues because in truth, there is no country, society, or culture where mental illness isn't looked as a liability. Through our podcast, we've created a safe space where people can reach out. We often receive direct messages from young girls relating to our personal experiences we share or asking us for advice. Knowing we are not trained experts, we strive to provide an accepting and welcoming community by supporting our listeners and finding professional resources to assist when necessary. I find fulfillment and comfort in this podcast knowing I was helping others. Starting college will provide new experiences and opportunities for growth. I will challenge myself to find new ways to connect with my expanded environment. My voice will become stronger and my reach will widen.
Period.
Woo!
Yay.
Okay. My turn. So basically, I did. What have you done to make your school or community a better place? I also don't know if this is my
I'll
final.
use the same prompt.
I know.
I know.
I
That's
don't
the
know
one
if
that
this
I
is
don't
my
know.
final draft though. Like Luna said. I adjust my mic. I check the finder, ensuring we're in frame. I look over to our producer, anticipating his nod. Hi guys, and welcome back to 14s for Change, a podcast hosted by 4 teenagers where we discuss modern issues impacted in our age group. Coming of age in a time of social unrest, I knew I cannot just sit silently aside. With the goal of providing an outlet for teens to express their views on modern societal issues, I started a video-audio podcast with 3 friends. The project, however, did not merely start with the first episode. Months of research and training took place prior. Once the first episode aired, the positive feedback that flowed from our initial audience reinforced that this project was worth pursuing, and my ambition took over. I was determined to cover as many issues as I could and expand our audience. My podcast team opens conversations on topics like from unrealistic beauty standards to mental health. We spend the week gathering information, and once filming day arrives, we free our raw emotions, elaborating on the importance of the issue. Discussing these issues while educating our audience isn't all I do. I am committed to create a safe space for anyone in crisis. Each of our episodes are accompanied by essential resources and an open inbox for anyone who needs to talk, and I do mean anyone. We cast a wide net of listeners and actively expand it by attending different schools in our city. I create a bridge for myself and the listener, involving them in the conversation. The personal bond keeps our audience consistent. The day a freshman approached me on campus telling me that she had never felt more moved by a podcast was the day that validated all of my hard work and fueled our motivation to continue. The people in my community that are touched by my words are what inspire me to continue holding this safe and educational space.
Hey.
Nice.
That was my podcast. I mean, that was my essay, and that was one of my favorite essays that I wrote. Just because like we put so much work into it, and I like how we all like not many high schoolers like can say that they started a podcast. So
Yeah.
it's super it was super
Impressive.
and also like I felt super like
Yeah.
proud of myself.
Yeah, that one was definitely.
It's
I
good
think,
we
my
read
favorite
that
as
one
well.
instead of something else that people could have copied, because
Yeah.
that's not
14.
like something that someone could
But yeah.
copy. Yeah.
14s for a change, imagine.
Anyway, moving on from that, I totally would have I love hearing other people read our PIQ, so I hope that you guys will benefit from that. And if you ever need any help with your PIQs or college applications in general, you can message any of us.
Mhm.
Because I'd like
Definitely
gladly
don't
share one of
message
mine.
me.
with you,
I'm
too.
not good at writing.
I will like share one of mine with you if you like actually just want to like see the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 5 questions from our audience to wrap up this episode. The first question is, what is something that you are most excited for about college?
Ooh, I think meeting new people. I'm super excited about that. Yes, I like love all of my friends like here and stuff like that, but I'm really excited to like have a whole different I just am so excited to meet new people. I think
Mhm.
it's going to be so much fun. Like there's a whole new like group, and like yes, I'm still close to home and stuff like that, but there's just going to be so many people coming from like all over. Like my third roommate, she's from New York. The other girl I'm rooming with, Ava, she was on the podcast before. But yeah, I think it's just going to be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm most excited about challenging myself and seeing how I'm going to handle new situations that I've never I feel like college, we all don't actually understand we are moving and we are going to have a whole new life.
Mhm.
We don't understand it until we're in that situation. So I'm excited to see how I'm going to handle that. And I'm also excited to make new friends and be in a new, a completely different environment than Long Beach. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
I'm definitely excited to make new friends who aren't from my high school, just because I'm excited to see what it's like outside of high school. You know what I mean? Not the same people I've been around for the past 4 years. I'm also excited to learn new things. I love learning new stuff and feeling like I'm getting smarter.
Mhm.
I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to leave my house just to see what it's like living with other people, because I think I've spent my time with my family and I'm good now. I'm ready to go.
For me, like to build on what Layla said about like not being with people in high school, I just hope that I'll actually meet like genuine people other than you guys.
Yeah.
Like because there's a lot of fake people around and I'm really over it. I'm not trying to deal with that again. So I'm hoping that people in college will actually be like mature and like nice.
They won't be, but some will.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Real people.
So the next question is, what is your proudest accomplishment of your senior year? And I feel like we can all agree on the podcast being one of our proudest accomplishments, but let's say something else.
Passing stats. I
Yeah,
would just like to say
Luna!
that. Yeah.
She did it.
I literally, that was the hardest class of my entire life. Not even the content, just like teacher wasn't very good.
At all?
Just no, not
She
at
was
all.
nice, so low key.
She was nice, but just
Like, also
not the
not.
teacher I would want. And like just like the subject and all that, like I literally thought I was gonna fail at one point, and I've never failed a class. I'm literally the type of person to get mad over a B. So that class was definitely an accomplishment.
I think mine was like obviously like saying this with complete like humbleness, but getting into all the colleges I applied to is probably the biggest accomplishment. Not even of senior year, pretty much like my life. That's a pretty big deal to me. Also winning more league for swim. That was really cool. It was nice to like go out with a bang.
Yeah, that is good. I'm trying to think. I feel like, yeah, definitely for me, I think it was getting into UCLA because when I got that email, I was like, oh my God. Like, that was definitely one of the happiest moments of my life because I never would have expected that. And then also I agree with the sports thing too. We were really close to winning more league, but an individual for doubles, my partner and I, we placed third, and like most people like on our team at Milliken like usually don't like place. So I like was really proud about that. And also I feel like ending my year with good grades because I feel like a lot of time like senioritis can really get to you. So like I ended with all A's and 1B, so I was pretty proud of that too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's probably just ending the year off with good grades and also getting into Berkeley and like I don't know, just like the whole entire year like has been super stressful with all of like the college applications and so much stuff going on. Oh, also taking senior portraits was super proud. Like I was super proud of it. I don't know if you guys know, but I started taking senior
They're
portraits
so
and
good.
took them of like almost every girl in Long Beach, and I made a really good amount of money, but also had a lot of fun and like discovered a new hobby of mine. But yeah, so those are my proudest accomplishments. Moving on, there's two questions that are very similar, so I'm not gonna ask that one. What are your summer plans? Any trips?
We're going to Catalina.
Woo! So you know when
Yes.
we were talking about like Europe, that's not happening.
Oh yeah.
Like, we were always like,
God.
we're going to Europe. We're not going to Europe. We're probably gonna
That's
wait.
so awkward.
Yeah, like
That is
praying.
so awkward.
I feel like it'll be more fun when we're older.
Yeah, and
More
when we're not
mature.
with
More
each other every
experienced.
single day.
Yeah, because like I feel like I agree with that. This summer though, we're going to Catalina.
That's it.
I'm dropping Sammy off at his
Berkeley.
at Berkeley.
I'm moving Luna in to SDSU.
Yeah, we're
And we also
splitting
went
up.
to Arizona. So yeah. Arizona was like even though it's just like Arizona, that was like a pretty big trip. Like we took a plane together. Like that
Yeah.
was fun.
Group chat trip made it out.
Yeah.
Of the group chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, we basically all have the same plans for
Yeah.
summer.
Like,
Okay. And then the last question is, in one of your episodes, you talked about high school relationships. Any updates?
Oh,
bro.
I don't know who asked that one.
I
Maybe
wonder
I
who that was. Shoot.
Layla, you can go
okay.
first.
Yeah.
You got some updates.
She got some updates.
She's single, but not really. But like long distance.
With her ex.
My ex-boyfriend. I went to prom with my ex-boyfriend,
Same.
and that's where it ended.
Oh, right.
I also went to prom with my ex.
She's also single, but not really.
Yeah.
But like long distance soon.
Long distance soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, depends on where he goes, but yeah, I don't know. I'm actually doing really good right now, and I'm quite happy in life as of lately. So I feel like that can like speak for itself, I guess. Although I was not happy during spring break. Let me just say
Yeah.
that.
You said high school relationships. That doesn't have to be like
But
Oh, it can be friendships,
intimate.
too.
yeah.
Friendships. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm ready to be done with high school.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah.
Friend
Friendship-
group, our whole entire friend group's just really like, what is going on right now? Like, we're really have only been hanging out with us and the girls.
Yeah.
Like, that's all we've been doing because everyone else is lame. No offense if you're watching, which they probably don't watch because they're not real like that.
Because they're lame.
Yeah, because they're
they're
not
lame.
real. But yeah, a lot of people.
There's just some
who-
drama and like some leaving out
Mhm.
and
Some leaving out.
and some shadiness.
And I feel like
So
we're
don't
all
do that, be
starting to
nice.
realize who our real friends are.
Yeah, which kind of sucks. My one thing I will say, like from high school, my biggest the biggest problem I had with high school is the fact that I didn't realize who people actually were until 4 years after I met them. Like,
yeah, until like we're about to leave.
until I'm about to leave, and it's like this doesn't matter anymore. But
I feel like some people who go into high school like not knowing anyone, they make their close friends throughout the 4 years. But when you go into high school, like for me at least, knowing more people, I ended up like having less and less friends throughout the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know anyone, but look at me now. I have less and less friends than I did at the beginning.
I mean, like, yeah, stuff happens. I'm just saying, be nice to the people around you and don't be
Yeah.
shady because
Yeah.
it hurts people's feelings and you don't want people feeling sad.
Luna needs to
Exactly.
give a little update on her relationship.
I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years and 10 months, but I don't really believe in long distance, and neither does he. And he's going to Indiana on a scholarship, so we'll see how things go. But
Shout
that's
out,
kind of it.
Nico.
And
Hey.
any like friendships, I can just see y'all choose colors. Like I see it all. So
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Relationship life, like that is going downhill, but I know it's going downhill right now, and I'm just blocking all the boys. I'm getting them
Can
all
you
out.
tell the story about your rock? Your cornelian rock?
No, like not right now, like not the time for that. But anyway,
That's funny.
Can you please?
I blamed my love life on a rock, and I shattered the rock. But honestly, like
just
no,
tell the story time to end it off. Like, please.
no, because we still need to finish the. We still need to like we're already at 47 minutes.
Okay.
But anyway, I blamed my love life on a rock and I shattered it because I thought that was why. But the
getting
real
really bad
reason
stuff.
why is because whoever is in control of my life is saving it all for Berkeley when I go there, and I have the best relationship life. But honestly, also like friendship wise, I'm excited to like leave a little bit, but I'm really sad to leave you guys and like all my other close friends. But I
What
feel
other
like
close friends.
like
No, like actually.
like Simone, Emily, Katie,
Yeah.
Nico. I'll be sad. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really have many like close friends anymore. I feel like it's been like going downhill on that page too. So
Well, we're leaving.
yeah,
so.
we are leaving, but also that doesn't mean that we like
This got
want to leave you
negative.
guys.
Cheers, new adventures.
Yeah, we don't want to leave you guys. But cheers.
Happy grad.
Happy grad.
Cheers
Should we
to
end
new
off with
adventures.
something to like?
Oh wait, this
Tell.
is like our last episode too, and we haven't even told them that.
Well, we're gonna. Okay,
We'll
this
come
is,
back, but this is like
This
the
is
last
so-
episode of the season too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
we
last
kind of went
episode of the
AWOL.
season.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had like okay. I feel like it's not our fault though. End of the year stuff. If you're a senior, you know end of the year stuff is busy. It's like
Yeah.
hectic. You have so much going on. You have finals. You had AP testing right before finals, and then you had like senior activities.
Prom,
and then we left on a
graduation.
trip, prom, graduation. Like it's just like there's always like stuff going on, and it's expensive. Senior is so expensive. I just like to say that as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
don't
though,
go to 2 proms. Let's just say
I
that.
enjoyed my 2 proms.
But yeah,
Don't go to
so
grad
this
night. It's not worth
sadly will be our last episode of a season because we probably won't have another season. We'll just come in and give updates, and it'll just be episodes. It won't be like following like a season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
So
kinda sad.
that's really
That is
sad, and we've had a great time. It's been a year
It has
having
been
this
Almost.
Oh my
podcast.
gosh, it has
That's
been a year.
crazy.
Shout
Like,
out to
literally a
Podcast
year.
Place in Solomon.
Yeah,
Thanks.
shout out.
That is so
And
crazy.
come here if
honestly,
you wanna
I
film.
never thought that one phone call I had with Solomon would lead to all
Us getting
of
into
this.
college.
And yeah,
It's all because
literally.
of him. The
So
only
that's really
reason
crazy
I got into college
that
was the
happened.
podcast.
And
Yeah.
I'm really like sad
Wow.
that this is our last episode, but it's not our last episode like that. Like
Ever.
it's our last episode where we have like structured,
Scheduled
like
episodes,
yeah.
where we talk about like, well, maybe we'll talk about important things.
I feel
Obviously,
like
but
if something happens like in
Yeah.
the world,
We're also
while
gonna be
doing it,
like more educated.
yeah,
Like,
and we're
keep
just gonna
growing
talk
our
about
minds.
college life, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be less for teens for a change, more for adults for a change. 'cause
and
we will
also
be in
too,
college.
they'll probably be longer as well because we'll be giving like when we're all in town, we want to
Yeah.
come film them still, just because I think it's fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're probably
just
like
something to
we'll do
do.
like one during our winter break and then 2 during our summer break, like some or more. Like it depends. Just like we'll be giving updates. But yes, this is our last episode of this season, and we're so sad to say goodbye for now.
But we hope
For
you guys
now.
like enjoyed it and watched our growth and like I don't know,
Laughed
shout out
with us.
Yeah,
How do we do, guys?
Yeah, seriously.
killed it. Hey, new setup.
Do you guys have any last words to say to the audience?
Should we give any like?
Love you guys.
That's it.
Thank you to the listeners, and I know that sometimes we get no views, but
Yeah, I know.
Thank you
Well,
guys,
we don't. We
if
get
you
views
are
on
the
YouTube.
viewer.
More people actually watch it like with the video than just listen.
really, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the video one.
Yeah, just because like if we have the video option, I feel like I like watching video stuff too. Shout out to my Nona for being our biggest fan because she's watched every single episode and
Woo.
never skips it.
Hi,
So I
Nona.
love
We
you.
love you.
Well,
Hi,
cheers
Nona.
to a podcast, a
Mhm.
year-long podcast that will continue in a different way, but and also cheers to growing up. So
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers. Killed it. Cheers.
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 So that's
Um,
really sad.
Yeah. We love you guys and we really appreciate all the support
I
over the
think-
year.
My last piece of advice, after like my high school knowledge that I've learned, be yourself. Don't let people change you.
Oh, and don't be fake. If you have a problem,
Just
speak
don't
up.
be
Spread
Yeah.
love, not hate.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Be
Mhm.
nice to
Spread
people
positivity.
and realize that sometimes your words can hurt other people. So think before you speak.
Yeah.
And keep the people who are your ride or
My
dies
mom is
close.
calling me.
Huh?
My mom is calling me.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her mom is calling her. That
And
means that
she's
she
in
wants
Spain,
to, you know.
so
Yeah, so I have to
Okay,
answer.
so let's say our boop boop bye.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Boop, 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 boop. Bye. Love you guys.
Hello.